Hey guys, hello. It's been a while. I was building a house upstate. Tiny home. Framed it out in 7 days. Check this out. Here. Framed it out. Look at my view. I did the siding in 7 days. So the base, frame, the siding, door, and a tin roof. Like this louder. Now, if I remember right, it's going back like 2 weeks. I want to get coal. Okay, so I need beams and rails. Which one Weird, I started up the game and I pushed W to walk forward and I walked backwards. And I reassigned W again. Kind of bug. I want rails or beams. Right. You need them rails. Actually, wanting to play this game. State I don't have internet. I just use my phone hotspot, which I found out that my phone runs out of hotspot. I have unlimited everything. Unlimited hotspot, but after 15 gigabytes, it slows down. Which I Verizon call in. They're like, "Oh no, I have a plan that's cheaper for you, and it's unlimited, unlimited, but not high speed." Screwed all of us up. I have 4 lines. Oh, check 1 2. Yep. Make sure my audio works. Over here talking. Maybe talking to myself. That needs to be lowered. A little too loud. 1 2. One testing. One testing. Yeah. So yeah, she screwed me. I'm calling tech support. Nobody could figure it out why my hotspot was behaving like it was throttled, because the plan she sold me was a throttled plan. 600 kilobytes a second. Stupid. Okay, we're doing this rails and the rest is going to be beams. Wound up like hours on the phone. Then finally I got a different plan that gives me like 50 gigabytes a month per line of hotspot. Previously I had 15 gigabytes. I just used it up because I was watching NBA final games up there on my laptop using the hotspot. Picture was like better than my cable TV. Crazy. Why is this so low? I feel like that should be louder. Audio. That one needs to be louder. Always had it at 50%. Oh, wait, we have pressure. We have water. I don't know. The whistle's different. Okay. Don't know my I don't know my own railroad. Here. If we want to go here, get the beams. Sun is coming up. So that's my hotspot story. That put me through 2 days of not fun. I'm not gonna say hell, but it wasn't fun. I'm up there trying to build a house, not be on the phone with Verizon. You know what I mean? Yes, I want to get like I don't want to buy cable for the second home or anything. Just use the hotspot. I'm not up there that much. And we have two phones, each with 50 gigabytes of high speed. We could watch movies on the smart TV. I should price the internet up there though and see what that is. And I could just get rid of the hotspot. I don't need hotspot. I can't even hear the whistle now. Well, that car was tippy. slider not moving here. Oh, look at my stream. What is going on? Okay, came back. Stream is pretty far behind. This regulator's not updating. The whistles they had sounded good. Why they had to change it? Is there an option for that or something? So, I would have found it. Alright, let's let her rip. I just feel like it's going too fast. Okay, we need beams for the coal mine, right? Hope I'm right about that. Rolling resistance. Coal mine, coal mine, coal mine. Beams. Beams. Feels like there's a brake on. Might be going uphill, actually. I think there's a little grade right there. Oh. Yeah, there's a little grade right here. Miles and miles and miles of beams, beams, beams. Well, this is not even... You click on it. Doing weird stuff. Oh, that was kind of a hard break there. If I have any more flat bars. Here have these. Sir. Alright. To the coal mine. And in a coal mine going downtown. Now, how do I get to the coal mine? Don't know my own map. I believe I just stay on this. And oh, geez, I don't even know. I guess I gotta take this way. Go past the refinery. I don't have a turnaround up here. Maybe we'll build some track. Do a little turnaround. I have no idea what my radiuses are. I don't know if I can highball it or not. I am flying. this. Probably slow down here. Long winding 1.5%. Yeah, we're only going 27 miles an hour. This might be a little too fast. Sharp turn right here. Probably, maybe change that. I don't know. Check our switches. See if we can just flow right through here. Then, oh, there's two ways up there. Okay, I think. I'll go this way. Need to add a little weather for the run back. Why would they make the whistle lower? Like, you can control the volume of the whistle with how much you pull on it, right? Oh, look, I have lumber there. Interesting. Oh, that was like a whoop-de-doo. Alright, this run is to bring oil up from the refinery. Not really a second way to get to the coal mine. This is the minimalist hardcore map. Yeah. Probably straighten that out a little too. need little speed limit signs. That would help so much. We should try the random weather. I'm actually going slow because it's night. I'm scared. I'm not sure what dangers await me. Since I built this map and I never really used it that much. I'm using it now because it gives me good FPS. So this flashing is caused by this steam, which is coming from something in here. Coming from this. That's what's causing that flashing. Like, that would be cool if that flashing was coming from the firebox. That would make sense to me. Late night delivery. Probably should have only got one car of rails. Counting. hope that first one made it. Alright. We gotta figure out how to turn this train around. We could load it up with coal first. Let's see. Which one of these cars? It's the last two that hold 10. Just hold 8. It went in, right? 8 of 10. Wait a second. Oh, so these hold... These hold 10. They only hold 8 iron? But hold 10 coal? Maybe the back two hold 12 units of coal. Hey! No, not the first time. TL Hart, how you doing, man? I just haven't played in about 2 weeks. I played with it like 3 or 4 times, I think. The new weather. Enjoying it. Should just go in here if anybody wants to join Discord. You're welcome. You don't feel like typing. Just barely going in there. I'm gonna try the random weather out after this. I don't like the idea of random weather. Like, why should it go from snowstorm to sandstorm? Doesn't make any sense. It's random and you'll use it. You ever watch Seinfeld, Soup Nazi? I always pictured Kume as like the railroad simulator Nazi. I mean that in a funny way, not in a derogatory way. Alright, how many do these hold? 8. So now the big hoppers, and the small hoppers hold the same amount now. That's new. Change that. Let's turn on random. See what happens. Transition time 60. 60 seconds. We don't really want 60 seconds. We want 600 seconds. Every 10 minutes would be fine for me. See what happens.
Good evening, humanity.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Just sitting here taking it easy, seeing you were streaming.
Yeah, I haven't been on in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was building the house.
I heard you were on vacation and doing other things.
Yep. It was a work vacation. Busting my ass. 7 days straight. But I got the frame, the siding, and the roof done, and the door of my little tiny home.
So the exterior is done.
Yeah, the exterior is done. That's good. It's a lot.
Yes.
But wrong one. Yeah, with ballast. That's right. Yeah, funny story. Beginning of the year, I wasn't too healthy. Started working out. If I do this, I'm not really going to be able to turn around. I need an actual turnaround. I need a loop. I want this. I started working out 5 days a week, and I feel much better. And if I didn't do that, I would not have been able to build the house.
Yep.
Yeah, it was so hard. It's tiny, it's only 12 by 12, but it's stories. The second story really adds more than doubles the work.
Yeah.
Safety stuff. Can't see it in the pictures, but front of the house is on a cliff pretty much. Where should I put this turnaround? Anywhere here is good. So you stand on this roof of the front of the house. There's like almost a 30-foot drop. So I used the safety harness.
I probably would have too then.
Yeah. What's cool is I had them on my hunting stands. Had a bunch of them. I had the rope, and I'm like, oh. So I guess the turnaround. I don't know if it's going to fit there. I know it goes off a little bit.
You know, the coal mine, you can fit one. It's tight and it overhangs just there.
Yeah, I've done it before, but I'm not in the right position. My track is not.
Yeah.
'Cause I think it has to like come out right here.
Yeah, and I swing into that little outlet.
Unless I just
alcove I can swing in.
maybe I just do it over here. Like if I extend the end of this and go around, come back.
It'll work. A little
Yeah.
more Georgetown loopy.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? It's your map.
Yeah.
What'd you do on this map? Reduce a bunch of the rails and rolling stock, or
This is my hardcore map that
yeah,
I built. This is the second one I built. This is with all the new splines, and it's just minimal. I never really used it
right?
there. You know what I mean?
Yep, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. So it was a good FPS test. Let's see. Probably should come out to about there. Haven't done that in a while. And it was running really smooth, so I just went with it.
Yeah, I can see that you're getting pretty good, solid performance.
Yes, 60 between 40 and 60 frames. So that old. What 40 meter? If I do 40, I don't know if I'll make it. I might have to be 35, maybe just 30. It's gonna have to be a really slow turn.
Yeah, the Ruby Basin will stick to it. Cars might not, but
I think if you go really slow, they will.
I I
Right?
haven't had any trouble going slow and steady with any curves. Even on this build, this 5.04.
I want to keep these sections to 31 meters.
And with a 30 radius, yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, they distort still.
Yep.
Hey, you're about around.
Yep. Myself right back to the switch. I'm building track at night. It's not fun.
No.
But I think I'm done, so.
Yeah, and you've got a starring night, so it isn't pitch black.
Right. But you add the clouds and forget it.
Oh,
Can't see
yeah.
none. But in a few more minutes, the weather is going to randomly change. I set it to random.
Yeah, I like the random, but I've got it set like day cycle is 60 minutes. My night cycle's 15 minutes,
Okay.
and my weather cycle's 1200 seconds. And I
Well,
don't understand why some of it's in minutes and some of it's in seconds.
yeah. Well, I understand why.
And I mean, yeah, we both know why.
Uh, you have to come up with a saying for like fix one thing, break two things. Is there a saying for that?
Uh, no.
One step forward, two steps back. But we got to
Yeah.
come up. We need a word for that.
Yeah, one step forward, two back, but we never seem to make any progress.
Game is more enjoyable to play like this. I'll give them that much. But all this time, right? Everything they've done has not added any challenge to the game at all. We still have the same industries for 18 months,
Yeah.
and that gets boring.
Yep.
So how
The guys I play with every other Saturday, I mean, we're still on the main branch because a couple of the guys have older computers.
right?
and they were getting such terrible performance on the beta, we just said no, we'll stick with the main branch, even though I figured out how to get their computers to work.
Oh yeah, what did you have to do?
In Steam, you have to force it to run DX11 instead of
Oh,
DX12.
there you go.
It still's got some texture problems, but it'll run.
You know what's weird? Fortnite, which is made with UE5, has you can choose DX11, DX12, or they have a beta performance
Yep.
mode. They should add that to this game.
Most games I play that have DX12, you can have an option to roll it back to DX11 if you need to.
Yeah, but Fortnite has a third mode.
I've seen that mode. I wonder what it actually does.
It minimizes everything, takes out everything.
Oh, okay, it's dropping all the
Especially,
qualities down.
yeah, but it's more than what you could do in just adjusting settings.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I get like really good FPS in DX12, but for, shooters, you want maximum performance.
Yep. First person shooters, you need that performance.
Yeah.
A game like this, I want to.
You want visual, yeah.
I want the dance in the boiler to show.
Yeah.
And I paid for a gaming computer, built a gaming computer to do that.
Right.
So, yeah, I have to temper my thoughts on that sometime. Got to run on lower end computers too, but that's all in settings then.
Right.
So,
I don't know what you could do to this game to make it work better.
yeah.
I think a lot of train simulators are pretty demanding on computers.
Any physics-based simulator is demanding on the computer.
Yep.
I mean, Kerbal Space Program is very demanding. ASP2 is very demanding. Their minimum specs right now is a 30,000 series graphics card.
Right.
They expect to be able to get it down to 2,000 series, but not much lower.
Aren't some 2000 series cards better than some of the threes?
Yes.
Yeah, like a 2080 Ti. It's probably better.
What's it? I think 2080 Ti is better than the 3050.
Right.
And about equal to 36.
Okay.
If I remember right. But yeah, I've been following Satisfactory because they announced the change to UE5 about the same time, but they're a lot more open about their problems with it too.
Oh, okay.
They've got 19 programmers working on it right now, trying to get it to work right.
Wow. Amazing.
A physics-based game too.
Right.
It was a lot bigger change than they expected.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff happening that they don't, you can't plan for.
Yeah.
And also, UE5 is still pretty new.
Yep. And they just announced 5.2 this week.
Yeah, you can get it already. I've been working with 5.1. That's the one I've been playing with.
Yep.
I don't mind working with the later versions because I'm not putting anything out there. I figure by the time I learn the game enough, then it'll be stable.
Yep. Yeah, I dove back into it, UE for a little bit here just to see where he might be running into problems with it.
I've been using the UEFN for Fortnite,
Yep.
and I'm almost done with my first map, and I'm gonna publish that. And they have an interesting thing. They In order to get paid from Fortnite, people had to choose your name and put the creator code in, but now they just gonna base it off of how many people are playing on your map,
Oh, okay.
and you get like a percentage.
Probably a pretty small percentage, but it's still a percentage.
It's actually like 40% of whatever they spend in the item shop.
That's more than Robolex does.
Yeah. They said that last year they paid out over $1 billion to creators.
Believe it.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting that they built a whole interface to make games for Fortnite
Yeah.
within Fortnite and
Yeah.
engine.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I tried it and I was like, no, I don't like this. And then I started studying UE, and lo and behold, they announced UEFN. I'm like, this is great. I can do this.
Yep.
I know what I'm doing. And it's like it's a dumbed down version of UE, really.
Yeah.
But it's so cool. You can import assets, any kind of assets you want, pretty much into the game. There is a limit though to how much you can put.
Yep.
Because they want it, like if people play your map, they don't want the download to be too big.
Understandable.
Yeah. So.
We're snowing.
It is snowing. After I publish the map that I'm doing now, I'm gonna try and put some trains in Fortnite. That's my next map, my next idea. I have a good idea for a map. I don't know if it'll work or if I can do it, but I'm gonna try.
A shot.
There's a guy on YouTube. He has a tutorial on how to make trains in UE4, and I'm sure it's like the same for UE5. But he teaches you the whole spline system and how to get the trains to stay on the track, make the wheels rotate, all that stuff. Fairly simple.
Yeah, for simple if you're doing it in the game engine where the spline is not created by the player.
Right, in the game engine, right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know how to do that at all. Like
we do it in Roads Online.
Yeah, I'd have to hire somebody to show me or something. You know?
I delved into it a little bit, and yeah.
It's pretty intense.
There's a lot to learn, and sometimes UE5, because it's approaching such a large, diverse market, has things that just get in the way. It's not just used for game development, it's used for motion picture development.
Right.
And some of that stuff, I don't want this. I just shut it off.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of features. It's such a powerful program. Let's see what happens on the little whoop-de-doo here. No, not too bad.
My personal map, the Ruby Base, is my favorite little locomotive.
I like it.
I just like it because I can see out of it, run it forward, backwards.
Oh, when you're inside?
Yeah, in first person.
Yeah.
You can see what you're doing. Except for that back and forth shaking, I have to
There we go.
Let the cha-cha.
Oh, when you lean now and you let go, it goes back to center.
Yeah, it's no longer a toggle.
Ah,
You have to hold. Which sucks.
I don't remember reading that.
Yeah, it's one of those that got changed that never got mentioned.
Wow. How do you not mention stuff? Oh my god.
I want to know when you fix the lettering on the cars no longer sagging. Remember the original cars, how they bowed down as you loaded them?
Right.
And when you replaced them, the letters still did?
I remember reading. I remember reading that though.
Okay.
I did.
But,
Yeah. I did read that somewhere.
But yeah, there's a lot of things like that that's been. Anymore I play it, I walk away from it. I play it, I walk away from it.
Right. Yeah, I'm just waiting for some new challenges. You know,
Yeah.
for new industries, passenger cars, something. I said, just very simply, you could just add sliders to adjust how much fuel and water the engines use, right? So then if they start using a lot, then you have to start refilling them a lot, which you could put coal towers all over the map. Now you have to start bringing coal wherever you go.
Yeah.
So
And you, on this run you've done here, your coal would have went down. You'd be needing some more water somewhere along the run.
right.
In real life.
And I'd have to constantly be shoveling coal the whole way.
Fill water up before leaving a station. You know, that man, I even sat down and using the current time-based fuel and water, how to make the reverser simulate what a reverser cutoff valve does.
Okay.
Based upon the time, wrote out all the math. We're not going to do that. It's not changing your simulation, it's just making it appear the reverser's doing its job.
Don't worry, TL. When I get around to making my train simulator, you're going to be on the squad.
I just, here's the way your trains run now, here's the way to make this work. And yeah, I saw your comment about let's make it to where higher water usage, higher fuel usage.
Right.
As a setting. I love options on games.
That is so easy to add that setting in the game. Like in UE5, it's just do it in a blueprint in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Just add
have every local call that blueprint. And
right.
That's where he gets lost.
Or you could just add that to every loco.
Yeah.
In the loco's blueprint. Yep. As a variable, It could be right here on this F menu. It doesn't even have to be anywhere else.
There's a lot of things like that he just doesn't want to do.
Yeah, I don't know why.
My biggest complaint, and that again, I liked it when the cars were derailing because of speeds, and I had to control the locomotive.
Right.
It's artificial, but at least I had to pay attention to what I was doing. Now we're back to set it and forget it.
Well, yeah, if you have the right curves.
Unless you're going downhill.
If you have curves too sharp, your cars will fly off the track.
Yeah, not very often. But yeah, they will.
I have a couple spots on this railroad. They'll fly off every time.
Yeah, probably S curves, whiplash curves.
It's just anything under 40.
Real tight.
I think anything under 45 meters, it can happen. Especially on 30 meters or 35.
I've got some 30, 32s that I just take at full speed.
And they stay on?
They stay on,
Wow.
but they're flat.
Right.
There's no grade. There's no transitions. Yeah, and then I've got a couple other spots where I do slow down for like they're mid 30s, but they're on a grade.
Right.
I do slow down for those because I've lost cars on them too many times. But anymore, it's pretty much doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And the rolling resistance is so high, you just shut the regulator off. It's like you threw a brake.
It is very high. Noticed that too. Again, those should all be sliders. You know?
Well, part of that is UE5's chaos physics engine has an additional variable for rolling resistance. It has static resistance and rolling resistance.
Okay.
UE4 doesn't have static.
I'm sure you can make that adjustable though.
It's very adjustable. It's just he's got to go in and adjust it.
I mean, you can make it adjustable for the user.
So. You ever watched the video that was put out for the ultra dynamic sky that he purchased for
No.
the weather?
No. You purchased it? I thought that was free.
He purchased $40.
Oh, okay.
It's on the marketplace, but he's got a tutorial video on it.
Who does? Oh, the
author
okay.
for Dynamic Sky.
Yeah, I've watched.
Actually, you can have snow accumulating in the ground, on the logs, on the roofs.
Right.
He even shows you how to do it.
And of course, Kumi didn't do it. That's the second half of that story.
Good enough. When I found that and watched it and sat there and seen all the, and there's variables which he didn't expose to the player to set the percentage chance of the random weather events. And you can even set the weather events by season, so you don't get snowstorms in the summer.
Right. I don't even understand why he has sandstorm in there. When is there ever a sandstorm in the Rockies?
Quite often.
Really?
Not like, yeah, there's sand dunes in Colorado.
Yeah, but do the sandstorms go all the way up to the mountains?
They come off the mountains. The wind blowing off the mountains into the valley.
My son lives in Colorado in the Rocky Mountains, and he never mentioned that to me.
It's a spot down there. Where is it? Is it south? I think it's south of Colorado Springs. There's a big sand dune park.
Okay.
Because the wind's coming off the Rockies, scour the dirt out of the valley, and then piles it up in a big series of sand dunes. And yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them in Wyoming too, where the wind. They're not often. They're not like a desert Sahara sandstorm.
Okay.
They're possible. I can see not even having them for the map we've got.
Yeah, I just for some reason didn't picture it.
I also tell people, think about the Depression, the 30s.
Why?
Giant sandstorms of the eastern plains of Colorado and Oklahoma.
I
But
never.
yeah, it's just a default setting. We know how he likes default settings.
They lowered the whistle too.
Oh, they've screwed the whistles up. Every time he updates, he screws the whistles up.
Like the whistles originally were pretty good. They had the right reverb on them. They felt good when you worked the control.
And the reverb left,
Right.
and it came back. Now they've been changed again.
You see, when I see something like that, like the reverb leaving the whistle, I say to myself, "There's no way you tested this. There's no way you play the unless you just like you never tooted the whistle. Like
Or
who plays a train game and doesn't toot the whistle?"
or like the paid independent contractors that call themselves developers. I think they're scared to tell Kumi when there's something wrong.
That's an interesting thought.
Just having dealt with most of them before, during, and
This is the turn where the train likes to fly off the track. Either this turn or one of the next ones.
one of these in here.
Yeah.
But just, yeah, slow down. And, yeah, you already said it, we need signs.
Yep.
How many times have we said that?
That's another easy thing. Like, someone could do that in a day.
He's had different sets of them made for him.
It's dark.
Yeah, it got dark this time. Hi, Mom.
I think this is the turn.
Curve scares me.
That's the turn where they come off.
Curve scares me.
Yeah.
They looked at that and said, that curve scares me.
Right. It definitely gives me a different sense playing the game now, because like I don't know what's coming up next because of the dark. A little spooky.
It makes gameplay different. I do like the distance fog on the mountains. That
Right.
more depth to the game.
Right.
But yeah, it needs some more. See, yeah, you're doing mixed freight the way I do it.
Right.
You know, all supplies to the mine, bring back ore from the mine.
Chunky Monkey, what's up? I'm still not used to my sound alerts. I'm like, what is that? Something new in the game? We're doing fine. How you doing? I was actually looking forward to playing this game for like the last week. I've been thinking about it. The problem is I never have like a good... Once I get into it, I don't want to stop.
Yep.
I need hours, and I don't have hours.
Yeah, right now I'm pretty much just playing it every other Saturday with a group of guys I play with. We play it for 4 hours and call it a day if the server stays running.
Right. 2 days off of work, that's cool. You don't know what you're gonna do? Or you must not have a lot to do then. Yeah, mixed freight. I don't know if like the stock map really lends itself well to mixed freight.
Doesn't.
No. That's the cool thing about the hardcore map or any map that you build.
Too much work and not enough plays, no fun, Chunky Monkey.
Yeah. You don't have chores to do around the house? So you can work on your days off? I got so much to do on my house, forget it. I'm behind in my gardening. I wanted to start a garden this year. And I didn't even do it. Yeah, this layout I got is super simple. You don't have to think too hard. Pretty much one track, you know? Just connects everything.
Yep.
There's really only one shortcut, so you don't have to come down here all the time. But I need raw iron, so I'm down here. I need to stop quickly. Not gonna stop in there.
Just for the fun of it, on the standard map, I took and built a train. I think it was Iron Eye that was thinking about doing it, where
Overshot.
it had every type of car in one train. It ended up being 22 cars long.
Right.
So that I could go start at the logging camp, pick up cordwood and logs, go to the sawmill, pick up lumber and beams, go to the iron mine, then down to the smelter, drop off the cordwood and the iron ore, pick up that stuff, go to the coal mine.
Right. You always have a train. Your train's always like half full, right? All the time.
Yeah, never full, never empty until I reached oil to the freight at the freight depot. Then I was empty back to the lumber camp. But you're only loading 2, maybe 3 cars at each stop.
Right.
It's fun for a while.
Right. Yeah, it's.
But still, tools. You hold that box car everywhere, empty.
Yeah, it's a heavy car too.
Yeah, and it tends to derail.
Yeah, that was my next comment. Got 2 days off. Girlfriend cleans the house and does all the housework. Don't have grass. So go out have some fun, dude. I got a fully loaded train. That hopper's hopping.
The car behind the Ruby Basin loves to do that.
Another hitbox issue. You know, you could make these hitboxes almost the exact same shape as the loco.
Fit the car, fit the...
And then you wouldn't have these problems.
The drawbar is hitboxes hitting the pocket hitbox.
Right.
Just like the skeleton cars. Yeah, that's... Oh, the way cars, you can stand on the floor outside of the way car.
I got a fully loaded train.
Let's see, coal,
Raw iron and
lumber
lumber.
back there, some kind.
Yep.
Wood products.
Yeah, I'm headed to what do you call it? The ironworks? Yeah, the ironworks. There's nothing there, so I got enough stuff to make something. Too bad I didn't have cars to bring back pipes. The cool thing about this is everything is 1.5%.
So long windy routes.
Right. But one engine can carry a pretty long train.
Yep. That's the way I like.
Oh, I don't know.
Personal preference, I like just a single engine.
Yeah.
I know they double-headed sometimes, even triple-headed if they had to.
Right. I'm struggling up 1.5% with this train.
There's a lot of weight.
Yeah. I have 6 cars of coal and 2 raw iron and 4 lumber. Those are heavy loads.
Yeah. But it's pulling.
That's the main thing. And I didn't use no calculator. I gotta figure out a bird's calculator and do a little video on it. It's a pretty cool tool.
Yeah. Got a lot of information in it too.
Yeah.
I tend to not use calculators unless it's why didn't this work?
Right. Right. For a while there, I was using calculators, but now I like the fun of just saying, "Oh, let's see if this works." And if it doesn't, you got to go back and get another loco.
You've got 2 choices: go back, get another loco, or
Split the train. Yeah.
cut cars and double the hill.
Yeah.
I've done that a few times where I've cut cars, pulled the first half of the train up, unloaded it, and back down to pick up the other half of the train.
Right. Yeah, that just adds to the fun.
Yeah, it's shucks, I'm too heavy.
Stay on the track, you whore.
Ruby, well, I don't know about that coal car.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that the smelter, the Northern Valley? Yeah, that's that Northern Valley.
Yeah.
Where the smelter normally is.
They did up the rates a little bit on the usage.
It's still, you never run out.
Right.
Just playing with a couple guys. We just were getting them into the game. Now after a couple 4-hour sessions of running a brand new purchase locomotive that they never put water in, they ran out of water. What's this?
Right.
You didn't put water in it? We told you to.
Yeah.
So we had to go teach them how to put water in it, but oh, it actually uses water? Yeah.
It's funny, I put water in this for the first time, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't even know where the fill was. And then I'm like, wait a minute, it doesn't line up either.
No, almost have to either move the water tower or use that flexi hose.
Right.
Still have not bought a clean seat.
Right.
The last locomotive they've introduced. Just haven't had a need for it. Ironworks off in the distance.
Yep. Probably should check my switches. And it should probably slow down.
Unloader on the ground. Let's go pick it up.
Have you been playing Shortline Loco at all?
I haven't tried it yet.
I played it for a little while. I just didn't like the way it felt.
I watched a couple people play it. I just didn't like the way it,
Oh, there's not supposed to be product here. You know why? Because when I converted it from a fire depot, I never emptied it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, this car is gonna flip off the track.
It's trying.
This is a sharp-ass turn.
Yeah.
Look at it.
That is a sharp turn. Bounce. Stay.
Yeah.
You made it.
Probably slow down a little bit. Come on, stay. Shot it. I'm famous for doing that. Coming in hot.
I mean, a little too hot and lose product. Want the brakes to work and they don't work.
Yeah, I'm not used to the brakes on this thing yet.
Once you get momentum build up, hard to overcome the momentum and get them to stop. This game still scratches the itch of wanting to drive a train.
Right. By far, it has the best feel of any train sim.
Yeah.
Derail Valley's pretty good.
Yeah.
I haven't played it.
I enjoyed Derail Valley for a while, but I got bored with it.
Right.
Mainly because I get bored with diesel trains.
Why didn't you add the steam train to it? There's a couple
Eh,
different engines.
yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I just never did it.
They're actually pretty challenging to operate. You should give it a try.
Might have to.
All right, Chunky.
I went back to other relaxing games.
Mike.
Let's see. Timberborn's one of them.
What is it called?
Timberborn, building a beaver colony.
Beaver.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta dam the creeks and the rivers and have water and food.
Oh my God, there is a freaking simulator for everything.
It's a nice setback and take it easy game.
Right.
And I've been so I like 4X games, so Civ 6 has gotten old, so I don't keep go back to it. But I've been doing the the Humankind by Amplitude.
What is that about?
It's a 4X explore, expand, build your civilization up, fight your neighbors, take their land, lose your land.
Oh, okay.
It has wars in it, strategy, supply and demands. It just they ever update Captain of Industry, I'll go back to it. It's a lot like Factorio and Satisfactory. First persons, I just don't have the first person shooters. I just don't have the reaction times anymore.
Right. Yeah, the young kids kick my ass, but I'm still up there. I'm still able to react. I have trouble aiming. Like my mind knows what to do, but my hand
And just
doesn't do it with the mouse.
yeah,
Why?
that's my problem too.
I've never been that good at it, really. Which is weird because I play piano. Like I have a lot of dexterity. You know. I bring this back to the freight yard. Complete my journey.
Yeah, I drove trucks so much, and the vibration from the steering wheels and gear shifts, I've got numbness in both hands.
Okay.
There's not really much you can do about it.
Right.
So sometimes I'll say, hey, hand, do this. And it says,
Yeah. Yeah, like the whole mouse aiming thing is a finesse thing.
oh,
And my hands are a little strong, you know, from doing physical labor all my life. So I wish they would make a mouse like about 1.5 times the size. And it's not that I have big hands. I just feel like it would be more comfortable.
yeah, I was looking at what a mouse it was. It's larger, but it's more of a, they call it the inverted, where instead of your hand being flat like for a keyboard, your hands, you lay the side of your hand so it's not twisted.
Right, yeah, the upright ones.
Yeah, the upright ones.
Yeah, I was looking at those.
I thought about buying it, but I wanted to try. I didn't want to spend $90 for it because I think it'd help my hand out some.
Yeah, it's actually a more of a comfortable position.
Yeah, it's more of a comfortable position where your hand's not. You're not twisting your arm to get flat to the mouse. And I may eventually buy one. Just gotta find one that fits my hand.
I think I'm gonna rebuild this little short section of track right there.
That little wiggle.
Yeah, that one turn. Let me make sure I get far enough up so I don't delete the track. Oh, we're gonna build track in the storm. Nice.
At least I'm up on the hill.
I have to get out of the cab first. Oh, the wind sounds pretty cool, actually.
It's nice to have some wind sound.
Yeah. This section right here. Thunder scared me.
You got a thunderstorm going.
Yeah. You know what? I don't even know what color. What color is that?
Is that the gray? That's the old. That's the old or the creosote?
Might be the creosote.
I think it's the creosote. It changed slightly in color. I hate that you can't read those.
I don't think this is tall enough to work here. No, it's not gonna work here. I just might have to run. I think I just have to run a metal bridge.
Might not be.
Yeah. Now it's a lot less sharp. The sound of falling trees in a storm. They kind of go together pretty good.
Yep. As long as it don't fall on the train as it goes by.
Yeah. The lightning is a pisser.
I like the lightning now. It looks realistic.
Yeah. Damn. I wonder if it ever strikes like right next to you.
Haven't seen it.
Imagine if you like get struck by lightning and then you die and respawn.
Fall damage.
Yeah. Yeah, this game needs some of that. Like if you get run over by a train, you should wind up back at the yard, you know? Just
I keep saying they need to go back to where you derail a car and it's loaded, you lose the load.
right.
I've had people, no, that'd be too hard. Well, then you make it a option.
Right.
But I want the challenge. If I derail, I lose the load. I want the tracks to cost money to maintain. You're at the same place on money as I am. You have more than you ever need.
Right. Well, I cheated with the money.
Yeah, but even if you don't cheat, you get to that point where You're just running trains to be having fun running the train. You're not progressing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Chunky Monkey. Just lose the load and have to go get it again to make the delivery. I can see some people not wanting that. They ain't got the time for it.
So now this is spooky. I'm backing up into the yard.
In the dark.
In the dark. I can't see where I'm going.
And even if you had marker lights, you couldn't see them.
Right. Thank God for the lightning. Lighting up the way.
There it is.
Yeah, they need to have the lightning like go right next to you. It scared the shit out of you.
Yeah, instead of just being in the distance.
Yeah. Yeah, like every once in a while, one should
be close.
Yeah. Looks like I'm doing good.
Well, you're still on the tracks.
I haven't hit nothing. The train didn't stop.
Yep. You're not pushing cars off the tracks.
Yeah.
And that's what always upsets me is when I start pushing cars off the track. Am I there yet?
Yeah, we're there.
Are there?
Yeah.
There's your marker lights.
Yeah, and you can't see them until you're like 3 cars away. That's silly. I was taking this with me so I would have the lights, and then I was quickly learned that that doesn't help.
Doesn't help.
Nope. And your little lantern doesn't do jack.
No, you. If you had somebody standing on the end of the train with the lantern, you can see the lantern.
Okay.
There's a point, what is it, 15 cars, 14 cars, where it disappears.
Okay.
It's got a pretty good range on. I did, a couple guys and I did test that to see how far away we could see as a client a lantern.
Right.
On the last car.
I think I only have 2 engines right now. The rolling stock. Oh, I have 3. I think one is in the engine house, maybe? There it is. Oh, look how spooky that looks.
That's why you're getting good performance.
Yeah. that is such a cool picture right there.
That looks like Choo Choo Charlie.
There's a tree in here. What the heck? Testy. The wheels are in the grass.
Not even on the rail. It doesn't even look like it's on the rail.
Right. That is freaky looking. How does this look from here? We gotta turn the backlight off. Just the imagery is really cool right now. Like that right there.
Yeah.
You can see the cracks in. I don't know why there's light up there. That shouldn't be light up there.
It's reflecting off the roof, not being
Right.
occluded, they call it.
That is so cool.
Just a poorly built roof. It's got a big gap at the soffit.
I'm actually taking a picture with my cell phone. So I can add it to my social media. I don't know if it's going to come out good or not, but no, it's not coming out good. I just got to get it through my Steam.
Yep.
Anyway, I am done for the night because I'm going to go watch the NBA playoffs.
Yep. Yeah, good talking to you.
Yeah, good talking to you too. Thanks for jumping in here. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a good night. Enjoy your basketball game.
Thanks. And everyone else, I'll see you. Have a good night. Thanks for joining.